Army troops deployed near Galwan Valley have undertaken extreme measures of patrolling along the line of actual control. Indian Army troops deployed near LAC patrolled across Pangong Lake on horses and ponies to safeguard the border. The Pangong region begins where the Karakoram mountain ranges ends. Its north bank is around 134 kilometers long. Along this, there are 8 fingers. All of the fingers were claimed by the Chinese. The first week of May 2020 saw a brutal hand-to-hand battle between the Chinese and the Indian armies. Many Indian soldiers suffered injuries. The speed with which the Chinese could deploy more soldiers had initially taken the Indians by surprise. Shortly, the Indians discovered how to ambush the Chinese by taking control of the Kailash range. The Chinese were alarmed by this and the two countries were on the verge of war. The Chinese were forced to leave every finger at the Pangong So after prolonged talks. Nonetheless, certain PLA components were still present at Finger 4. China became India's next-door neighbor in 1951. Since then, despite apparent efforts by the senior leaderships of the two nations to promote peaceful cohabitation, ties between the two nations have generally been tense. The two countries share 3,488 kilometers of border. The Sino-Indian boundary is frequently referred to as the Line of Actual Control or LAC because the majority of the border is disputed. The LAC is divided into northern, central and eastern sectors. The Sino-Indian border conflict is a subject that has generated the most heated discussion in India since the Galwan incident on June 15, 2020. Recently, the fight was likened to the struggle between Russia and Ukraine, with India playing the part of Ukraine. The road from Leh to DBO passes through Galwan, which is in the Shyok River Valley and is overshadowed by the adjacent peaks. During the conflict, 20 Indian soldiers lost their lives. For long months, China kept its casualties a secret. According to international media accounts, the conflict claimed the lives of 80 to 100 Chinese soldiers. A buffer zone was established through negotiations between the military leaders of the two nations. Indian forces are not permitted access to patrolling point 14 and hence India started construction on a different route to DBO through Nubra Valley in the meantime. News Desk, Kaumudy Global.